In the news tonight, President Rodrigo Duterte heads home tonight after a successful 3-day official visit to Japan. The presidential plane bearing the president and his delegation is expected in Davao City late tonight. The president's trip resulted in 5 agreements between the two countries, including a 16.5 billion yen loan to improve the Philippines' maritime safety capability. His final day in Tokyo saw him at the Yokohama, Japan Coast Guard. Roque Ignacio filed this report.
It was a productive visit, President Rodrigo Duterte said as he wraps up his 3-day official visit in Japan. Prime Minister Shinzo Abe even joined the president and some cabinet members in a photo shoot showing a Duterte fist that symbolizes a strong fight against illegal drugs in the Philippines.
His Excellency, the Prime Minister, had almost about 4 hours of talk time, and it covered the wide range of issues that would affect both countries. You must know, so everything was discussed. I told him that my visit here is to reaffirm friendship, cooperation, and the solidarity of the Filipino people, the Japanese. Japan is the #1 donor in terms of assistance and help, including some of the vessels that we have been shown here, especially the light ones, the rubber boats, is for mobility.
The two leaders during the meeting also talk about the intensified campaign against illegal drugs in the Philippines and a strong comment against the U.S. Japan and the U.S. are strong allies.
Yes, of course, it was just a joke, but I told him of my sentiment. Para kasi ginagawa tayo ng aso na you throw the bread far away every time you have an issue with me. Tapos the favorite catchword is we will stop the aid and assistance.
Sir, did he ask you to?
Wala, hindi siya. Sinabi ko kay, let me very clear on this, not misquote me. Sinabi ko ang sama ng loob ko sa Amerikano. Every time is an issue, whatever, it could be human rights or business, para bang may aso na may tali, na itatapon nilang yung pan, hindi naman maabot ng parang aso na hindi siya makaabot kasi bunganga lang siya dyan kasi hindi, they threat farther away, something like that.
Sir, did Prime Minister Abe, sir, try to mediate na yung sinasabi
no.
What did he say to you, sir?
He understands and meron na silang problema dito sa everywhere.
As part of the intensified cooperation on maritime safety and security between the Philippines and Japan, President Rodrigo Duterte visited the Japan Coast Guard Regional Headquarters in Yokohama. The Coast Guard primary mandate is to protect and ensure safety at sea. President Duterte is open for joint border patrol exercises between the Philippines and Japan.
Yes, within our territorial water, but that is it, sir. But if you want, wala man na yung problema.
Sir, napabalik.
I don't think that they would stop us. I mean, China would stop us, Japan just going there and making it cruise.
Sir, yung
As a
joint...
matter of fact, I also told them that they can go near my territorial water
Sir, pwedeng...
and park there if they want.
Sir, pwedeng makipag-joint exercises ang Japan with the Philippines? Kasi dati ginagawa
Yes,
ko na.
joint exercise. Yes, of course.
Napag-usapan niya, sir?
Well, parang in general terms, yes, no problem.
The President visited the Japan Coast Guard for possible adoption of effective responses by the Philippine Coast Guard during disaster and in times of emergency. 2 kinds of drills were demonstrated to the President: the disaster response measures against criminals or pirates and the countermeasure against environmental crime. For PTV News, Roque Ignacio, Tokyo, Japan.